Butch and Bob Show.
World famous Butch and Bob Show here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup, Big Dog Country Radio. Morning, Bob.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Doing good?
I'd be doing better if USA could beat Uruguay in soccer. What's that about?
You know, I was just...
It's like Georgia losing to Brown University.
It is. You know, you get that where you've got a country with 230 million people, and we can't beat a country that's got, around 20 million.
That's why nobody gets excited about soccer. Uruguay. They talk about firing the coach already.
Oh, yeah, the coach has got to go.
Coach got to go.
He's got to go. He's out of here.
You can't beat Uruguay.
You can't beat Uruguay. You can't even score one lousy point. You lose 1-0. You know, the goalie did a great job. Defense did good, but no one could put the doggone ball in the net.
I know I get lost on Cherry Street. Does anybody know where Uruguay is? I don't even know where Uruguay is.
It's down in Central America, or South America.
Sad.
South America. It's recently like Copa America. It's in America, so it's either North America, which it's not. Central America, it's up there, the northern part of South America.
Talking heads were exploding last night on Sports Center and all that. They just couldn't believe we lost to Uruguay.
We lost to Uruguay.
They're like, what are we doing?
I mean, it's not like you lost to England or Brazil or
France,
something like that.
Yeah.
France, you lost to Uruguay.
Uruguay. That's pitiful.
That's pitiful.
Sad.
That's just pitiful.
Pitiful. Maybe they'll get better. They're co-hosting next year, so they better get a better team.
Get a top-notch coach.
You would think. I mean, come on.
There's millions of kids out there playing soccer.
Yeah, I mean, yes, it's embarrassing.
It is.
It's not a good day, especially not a good way to celebrate July 4th.
No, it's not. You're sitting at home on July 4th where you should still be playing.
Lost to Uruguay.
I guess the TV just got to be upset because the ratings are really going down now because USA's not in there anymore. Well, Bob, if you got a few million laying around, Boston Celtics are for sale.
Yeah, I saw that. After they just won the NBA championship.
I know you won the NBA championship. Well, we're going to put it on the block now. We're going to get top value because we just won a championship.
Can't afford all these players. NBA free agency's underway. I hate to see Klay Thompson go to Dallas.
Yeah, what happened there?
He felt unloved in Golden State, I guess. But he just wanted to. I think Mark Cuban just gave him an offer he couldn't refuse. So, but he's still a good player.
And the Hawks lost one of their top players to trade. I don't know what happened there.
Well, the good news, we're 5 weeks away from college football, 5 weekends away, so that's the good news.
You excited about that?
Yeah, can't wait. Got my college magazines. Like I said, my Angel Force July.
They still print out magazines like that? Okay.
Yeah, there's Lindy's, Athlons, and Street Smith. All three got Georgia as the number one team in the country, so it's all good.
Sports Illustrated still put out magazines?
I think they still
online.
Yeah, I got one in the mail yesterday. I think it's like once a month.
Yeah, once a month. Okay.
They had this was the Olympic preview about the Olympics in Paris.
Okay. Are you going to watch any of that?
Oh, yeah.
I haven't watched Olympics. I used to be, back in the 70s and 80s, I didn't miss Olympics. But here in the 2000s, I don't know if I really watched much.
Love the track and field. Love the gymnastics. So
I think there's
they got golf,
16-year-old kid that's going to be in the 4x400 or 4x100, one of the two. Youngest Olympian ever from the United States is going to be there this time.
Should be a lot of fun. Good reason to go to Paris. A lot of people say they've never been to Paris. Good time to go for
I've
the
never
Olympics.
been to Paris.
Never been to Paris either.
No.
But I'll be watching it. It'll be fun.
Okay.
Got to cheer on the USA.
Yeah, you got to cheer on the home team.
Be interested to see what kind of golf course they got over there in Paris, France. Because golf's an Olympic sport.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Golf is an Olympic sport?
Yeah.
Any other, they got, usually each Olympic, they had some weird off-the-wall, that's not what golf is, but other ones that you wouldn't think
they
would be in
got all
there.
kinds of sports.
Yeah, we're going to play tiddlywinks. We're going to shoot marbles.
Marbles would be a good one.
See, that was big when I was a kid back in the 60s, was shooting marbles.
Right.
Yeah. Had that tiger eye, that you could use to yes, sir. Shooting marbles was a big thing back in the 60s.
Yeah,
yes,
sure
sir.
was.
Yeah, it was. And And so you've got that going on, and the French Open, is it going on at this time too?
Yeah, Wimbledon.
Wimbledon's coming up.
It's already underway.
French Open, they already just had that, didn't they, on the clay?
Wimbledon.
Yeah, Wimbledon's coming up soon.
Wimbledon won. It's already
They usually
underway.
have all their big events.
It winds down July 4th. Yeah.
Yeah, that's their summer over
July
there.
4th weekend's the big Wimbledon Championship. So.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, Wimbledon's already underway.
Oh, okay.
It's already going.
It is?
Yep.
Oh, I thought it just got through with the on the grass thing. Wimbledon is upon us for the next 2 weeks at the All England Club.
Yep.
We'll be buzzing with action as players battle each other and sometimes even battling the unpredictable England weather. And so it'll be going on for 2 weeks. I couldn't tell you a tennis player right now. When I was growing up, 70s, when I was, especially not really in the 60s, but in the 70s and 80s, I could tell you who was playing, but I really couldn't tell you who the top tennis players are now. It's like, who's the heavyweight champion in the world right now, Bob? Who knows? I don't know. Years ago, we knew who the heavyweight champion was, But things change. Things change. So you going to watch any of the Wimbledon?
What's that?
You going to watch any of the Wimbledon tournament?
Not really.
Oh, you're not?
No, I'm not into tennis.
I'm sure if you're flipping around, you see him hitting that white ball back across net, you may stick for a few seconds just to see what's going on.
I'll see the highlights on this.
See the highlights.
I'll let them tell me who won.
Okay.
I won't be watching much of it.
Okay. Here we go. Here it is right here. Sweet 16. Quincy Wilson is head to Paris as the youngest U.S. male track Olympian ever. I'm sure there's probably been some swimmers and gymnastics that are 16, but this is the first U.S. male track, and it's going to be at the 4x400. So he'll be running one of the 400 laps, one of the one laps here. 16 years old. Isn't that something? Way to go, kid.
That's strong.
Yes, sir. That is strong. 16 years old, and his body's still developing. Nobody's going to tell him what it's going to be like 4 years from now in the next Olympics.
At the Olympics. An Olympian at 16 years old, that's a good goal.
That is. And you see it in gymnastics, and sometimes you see it in swimming, especially gymnastics, but sometimes in swimming you'll get real young. But first U.S. male, which means there must have been a female 16 before in the U.S. Olympic that has been on the Olympic track and field thing. Jim Ryan, who competed in 1964, remember him, the miler?
I do.
He was 17 years old. He was 17 years old. He was good for that time.
I think it starts July 24th is what the TV commercials keep saying. So Paris, France. So should be fun. NBC and Peacock. I don't have Peacock though. So if it's not on NBC, I won't be seeing it.
Yeah, I don't have Peacock.
I'm not buying these different channels. I mean,
see, that's the thing about it. Is
Braves are driving crazy. I was trying to find the Pirates and Braves last Friday night. It was on some kind of crazy station. Never heard of it. So.
Yeah, all the streaming stuff going on. Now there's many streaming stations just about cable stations. You could spend a fortune with paying for all these streaming channels, and not counting the regular cable or satellite. If you still had that, some people who do a lot of streaming, they cut the cord, as they call it. But still, that's a lot that you got to pay. And then every time you turn around, they offer you this, really great package to get started. And next thing you know, a year from now, your bill goes up.
Yeah, I get those calls all the time. I said, don't add nothing to my, just leave it alone.
Oh, you have what?
I've got DirecTV.
DirecTV.
You
got a little satellite dish out there on that apartment?
They call all the time.
Where's that dish on your apartment?
It's up on the roof.
Is it on the top?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they call every now and then. They're going to offer you this, and it's free for
it's free for 3 months, and then you forget
free.
about it, or you get used to it.
I tell them all the time, don't change my bill. Leave it alone. Don't add nothing.
You got the NFL package?
No, because it went away.
It did?
DirecTV doesn't have it anymore.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
That's why they filed that lawsuit. They won that lawsuit. So maybe I'll get some money back. NFL lost big time.
NFL?
Yeah. DirecTV, that NFL pack, they had a big lawsuit. Roger Goodell had to go testify. They said he lied on the witness stand. So doesn't surprise me, but They lost that lawsuit. They lost a lot of money. But I don't know where that money's going. I don't know if it goes back to the people that had DirecTV, the NFL package. Be nice to get a check in the mail.
Yeah, that would be. Sometimes when these big class action suits are filed or big suits like that, sometimes the consumer will get a check back. Like $4.81 or something. Well, I don't have any of that. I've got an antenna, so I pick up the 4 channels out of Savannah with their 3 additional channels. So that's 16 channels there that I get with those 4 TV stations.
It's no difference if people have a satellite; they watch 4 channels.
I know. I go over to somewhere like when I had my hip surgery, I stayed at Matt and Mandy's house, my son's house, and daughter-in-law's house for several days, and they've got Dish, I think. And I'm sitting, and I've had Dish before. I've had DirecTV. I've had cable. I've had all that. And you end up watching those same handful of channels over and over again, and you click up and down, 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 trying to find something. And so, I pay, $100 and something a month for just a handful of channels you watch. I mean, Why
can't they get it where you only get all those other channels off your TV? Why can't they why can't you just pick and choose what you want and then just pay?
Because they have to package it to be able to make money by.
I mean, all those channels that you never watch on your TV, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But
that's just the way they package it. The thing about it, Bob, you can't complain. If you don't want it, don't buy it.
That's true.
If you don't want it, don't buy it. And, but I was thinking about, getting Dish or DirecTV or something like that at the house. But after staying at Matt and Mandy's for those several days, and that was the same way when I've had it before. I ended up watching the same ones over and over and over again. And between the 16 different channels that I do get with the ABC, CBS, NBC, and Fox out of Savannah, and each one of those have 3 additional channels to them. So for 4 channels, 16's plenty. That's what I need. I don't need anything else.
You don't get Georgia Public TV on that?
No, I don't get Georgia Public Television. I don't know why.
I thought that was a free channel.
It is a free channel, but for some reason my antenna's not picking it up.
A new antenna?
No, I need to stick it outside. I've got it sitting there aimed at the side door there in the TV room. I don't even have it outside, so because it picks up the other channels just fine. But I don't need Georgia Public Television because I wouldn't watch it anyway. So it doesn't bother me. Yeah, so that's really all I need. And then I got my DVD collection, and so between all that,
you're good to go.
They don't have the big bins of movies in those boxes, down toward the electronic department at Walmart. You'd walk by there and they have these big bins and you'd see people on there digging down, looking for movies and so forth. That was always an adventure. You didn't know what you were going to find, okay?
Right.
They're not there anymore.
They're not.
Not the last couple of months, at least a month, maybe 2 months now. I've walked through the electronic department at Walmart and I don't see those big bins of movies anymore. I was heartbroken. I love that. You got them for a cheap price, and probably most of the movies I got have come from that through the God knows how many years now. Got a whole big selection of them. So doesn't matter. And then the ones then other stuff that I need to know, I either get from our radio station or if it's visual, I get it from going on my smartphone and looking it up. So tonight is when the announcement's going to be made.
Yep. Tavion's going to do it at his church, Jesup Church of God, at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. Well, late this afternoon.
Find out where he's going. Got our fingers crossed. He's going to the right place, but he's probably going somewhere else. But we'll see how it goes. Wish him well wherever he goes.
Wherever he goes, huh?
Still has his senior year, though, so we get to watch him this year on the high school level.
Sorry.
But very talented player.
Like he plays what position again?
Linebacker.
Okay. Put fear in our competition's offensive line, right?
So he's heading off for just about every college in the country. So it's down to 5 schools. 4 SEC schools in Florida State. So see where he goes.
Did the Lakers sign LeBron's son?
They did.
They
first
did.
round. They drafted him in the first round.
He's not a first-round player.
Well, LeBron demanded that he be drafted. Whatever LeBron wants, LeBron gets. He's running the show.
Okay. Well,
I mean,
guess they'll.
like I said, he's not afraid. He was injured most of his career. He had 1 year at USC.
I know.
So,
Yes, and he's not. And he had that bad scare this last year sometime earlier. Last year.
Every TV sportscaster in America stated point blank, if his name wasn't James, he wouldn't be drafted. So,
No, he wouldn't be.
but LeBron said, draft him, and they said, sure, LeBron, whatever you want.
Whatever you want. Whatever you want, huh?
But be interested how it all plays out. I'm not a big LeBron fan.
Well, I read a little bit more about those 2 firemen from Hinesville. It was a domestic situation.
Is that what it is?
It's a domestic situation there where it had a couple there that had been dating for about 7 years, and he wanted to break it off, and apparently she did not want to break it off, and then he went to work out at a workout place in Savannah, and she waited out in the parking lot for him, and that's what the video shows. And then
Why did they drive all the way to Tennessee, though?
the mother of the man thinks that he was under duress, that she somehow forced him into the vehicle. It didn't show him force, but he got into it, and but she thinks that the mother feels that the woman, she must have had some sort of weapon of some sort that made him get in to drive that far, or to get in the vehicle at all and then go that far. I don't know, Bob. They don't know. It's just that's what the mother of the man feels, because he was wanting out of it, but she was still stalking. And here she is driving to Savannah to sit outside of the workout place. He had dates with another woman and stuff like that, and she was just she didn't want to give up her man. Nothing like a scorned woman, Bob.
So they argued all the way from the
I don't know what they did. I have no idea what they did. No one else knows what they did.
I just don't understand.
I'm just telling you what
I just wonder how they wound up in Tennessee. That's what I can't figure out.
I have no idea.
That's what I'm waiting to hear. But I said,
yeah, we'll get
Savannah TV station said it's a mental issue, is what I keep hearing. So,
duh.
I'm just saying.
Duh.
But
Yeah.
I just don't understand, why it wound up in, it just seems strange.
It is strange, and I'm just telling you what the mother of the man who was killed.
I understand.
Thought that he was put under duress, that he was forced to get in the vehicle and forced to ride that far, and then of course both of them was it murder suicide. What was it? They're investigating, Bob.
Sad.
It
Sad
is
story.
very sad. It is very sad. And the moral of this story is, when someone don't want to be with you, let them go. Just let them go.
What's that song? Too many fish in the sea.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. So just let them go. But she
Maybe they argued all the way to Tennessee. Maybe that's what
I have no idea.
Maybe they just got lost.
He thought the relationship was over. He was dating someone else, and she just could not handle it. So when you say it had something to do with mental, yeah, she had a hard time, very difficult time letting it go.
So they know it's a murder-suicide?
I'm not saying it looks that way.
Looks that way. Okay.
Looks that way. They
haven't determined that.
They
yet.
haven't, as far as I know, they haven't determined it. Now, whether they have yet or not, I don't know. But I know as of yesterday, they had not determined. They were investigating. But 2 firemen from Hinesville.
The interview I saw was a lady from a restaurant that they apparently had lunch at, and she said they came in there all the time. That they seemed like a very nice couple.
Yeah, well, they were together for 7 years, according to the story that I read. But all it said yesterday, they were investigating and had an interview with the mom, who said that's what she thought had happened, because he had already told his mom that the relationship was over, he was moving on. I mean, something's wrong there when you go to Savannah to work out and your ex-girlfriend's sitting out there in the parking lot, stalking you, waiting for you to come out.
That's what she gets for waiting 7 years. The guy's not going to commit in 7 years. You need to find somebody else.
Maybe she did want him to commit. I don't know.
That's Bob Morgan's dating advice. If you're in a relationship for 7 years, guess what? It ain't happening.
Well, some people just don't want to get married, but then maybe she did. I don't know. But it's just it's just a tragic event there. But you hear this. You hear cops say this all the time. You see news stories on it, police reports and stuff like that. About an ex stalking and getting a restraining order against them and all this kind of stuff. It's just if they don't want to be with you, just let them go. You can't force somebody to do something. Just let them go. As you said, Bob, there's plenty of fish in the sea.
That's what the song says.
That's what the song says.
Too many fish in the sea. Oh, Lord. Sad. It is a sad story.
It's a very, very sad story.
It was a strange story. It just seemed strange. Like I said, why they're from? How did they wind up in Tennessee?
A long drive.
Maybe they just decided they were going to take a trip and try to
he
work it out.
He didn't know he was going on a trip.
He
drove to this. He drove to work out and ready to go back home.
She was forced. She forced him with a gun.
That's what the mom thinks. I don't know what the truth is. Just what the mom feels. That he must have been taken. He must have been basically kidnapped under duress. Is what she feels. So, but what the truth is will come out as the investigation moves on.
I'm sure they had to stop for gas somewhere.
Yeah, you figure they had to stop for gas.
You think you could have flagged somebody down?
You think so?
Could have took off.
Yeah, when they came to a stop sign, you could have belt and bolted out.
Do something.
Maybe he thought that if he talked to her long enough, he'd convince her, like, listen, it's over. Now, what state are we in? Tennessee. But Hinesville loses a couple good firemen there. You have a tragic situation. If they don't want to be with you, just let them go. She should have just moved on. He did already.
Apparently, he thought he did.
He thought he did. Yeah, he thought he did.
She thought otherwise. So, be interesting how it all plays out.
It will be, as time goes by, and as it takes a while for they'll take a look at everything. They'll try to if they got if it's a newer any type of car, they can where you're at. Like I've got. Any vehicle these days, they know where you are.
Right.
There's no hiding from with your phone, with your phones and your car. You're being tracked. You can be tracked if they want to, or they can tell you're gone. Are there any text messages or phone calls from either one of them to family members or stuff like that? Were they seen anywhere else? Were they on video camera somewhere? At any like you said, getting gas or something like that. So we'll see what happens there. All right. I thought I was as old school as you get just by having an antenna, Bob.
Yeah.
Someone just text in, try living without TV. This is a text from somebody. Try living without TV. I haven't had TV in about 10 or 15 years now. And the reason why I don't have TV is because it's always reruns. And a lot of what's playing on TV is bad shows.
I wasn't addicted to sports. I do without TV, but
You're addicted
I'm addicted to sports. I got to have my sports games on TV. So that's basically what I got.
Yeah.
Don't watch any news hardly. I watch a lot of comedies.
Well, I don't watch I may watch 30 minutes of the newscast, either TOC, JCL, SAV, back and around, stuff like that, just to see what they've got on. But they repeat every 30 minutes. They start at 4 to 4:30, 4:30 to 5, 5 to 5:30, 5 to 6, 6 to 6:30. Then the national news comes on, and then they go back. At least TOC and JCL does back to local news at 7. And so, you just got to catch one of those like the 6 o'clock one, and usually you get everything in that 30 minutes, and to find out what they're reporting on that's important to our area.
At one point, these people that have Comcast couldn't get Braves baseball because they're in the contract dispute with Bally Sports. I don't know if they resolved that or not, but luckily DirecTV is not in that situation. So if the game's on Bally Sports, I can see it. But like I said, lately the Braves games have been on different paid channels. So thank goodness for radio.
Radio. It's free for us. Everything we do is free to our listeners. We don't charge nothing.
I said Friday's Pittsburgh Braves game I was looking for it everywhere. I couldn't find it. Called Joe. Said, well, where the heck's it at? He said it's on some crazy channel.
Crazy channel. One of them crazy
I said, I don't
channels.
have that. I ain't paying for that.
I ain't paying for that crazy channel.
Go turn my radio on.
That's right. Braves is
I'm
free,
not
the
paying
music's
for
free, the news, weather, sports, everything's free from WIFO.
I'm not paying additional money to see anything. If it's not on regular TV,
if you didn't forget it.
Forget it.
They're always trying to get a few more dollars from you, Bob. Just a few more dollars.
I keep thinking, I wish I was like that guy that had that TV 10 years. Just think how much money he's saved in cable bills.
Yeah.
In 10 years. Like I said, that's why I keep, because I keep thinking when I was a kid, TV was free. You didn't have to pay for TV.
Yeah. Well, that's the way it is for me. I don't pay nothing.
Just
hadn't for a while.
Seems weird.
Yeah, a long time. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Oh, well, Bob. Hope you have a good day.
Have a good day. See you.
All right. World famous Butch and Bob show here on WIFO 105.5 FM in Jesup. And it's been brought to you by O'Quinn and Associates, Murphy Builder Supply, Vans Barbecue, and First Southern Bank.